The art of poetry is a very beautiful thing, but that's only if you tilt your head the right way. Poetry is like a rainbow. It shines while it also gives us a sign. At the end of the rainbow, there's always a pot of gold. At the end of a poem, there's always a story told. The true meaning of a poem is hard to find, but a true poet will always be able to find it. Audre Lorde is one of those poets. She's found the way of poetry as she started it out young. She's not just a regular poet, but a black lesbian poet who covers many topics of racism, sexism, classism, and homophobia. Audre Lorde was born on February 18, 1834, being the youngest of 3 sisters, while also living in New York. Audre connected to poetry at a pretty young age. When she was 12 or 13, she would express how she felt through poetry. She would memorize poems and recite them if someone asked a question or how she felt. But when she couldn't find any poems that described how she felt, she would write her own. Moving into her high school years, she wrote a poem only for it to get rejected by her ELA teacher. Lorde then submitted it to the 17 magazines, making it her first professional publishing. This is where her journey began. After working many other jobs in New York and Connecticut, she then studied for only a year in National University of Mexico in Cuernavaca. This benefits her self-confidence and leads her to understanding her identity of being a lesbian and being a poet. She was then able to obtain her bachelor's degree from Hunter College and master's degree in library science from Columbia University. During the 1960s, Audre Lorde started publishing her magazines and anthologies, while also taking part in the civil rights, anti-war, and women's liberation movements. But unfortunately for Lorde, she was diagnosed with breast cancer in 1977. This is where she starts writing about her struggles of having cancer and her struggles along the way of getting through it, which is the main reason for writing a book called The Cancer Journals, 1980. This went on for 14 years. At some point in her life, she married Edwin Rollins, a gay white man, and had 2 children. Later on, she divorced him and met her longtime partner Frances Clayton in 1977. This is when she decided to describe herself as a black feminist lesbian mother poet. She was then diagnosed with liver cancer 6 years after being diagnosed with breast cancer. This would be the causing of her death. Though she is dead now, she still has an impact on people.